Hey YouTube, this is me back with another predictions video. This time it'll be for the UFC Fight Night tomorrow, this Saturday, February 27th on UFC Fight Pass. It'll be Silva versus Bisping, and let's get to it right away. First is David Tamer versus Martin Svensson. I have to go with Martin Svensson because he just looked better on the show than David Tamer did. I think I pick Martin Svensson to win this fight. Teemu Packalén versus Thibault Gouti is the next fight. I remember Thibault Gouti was on the McGregor and Faber show. I remember that he got eliminated, but I think that actually Teemu Packalén is going to win. I think he's a little bit better. I know he's had some UFC experience, just one fight, but I got to go with Teemu Packalén on this one. Next is Daniel Omielanchuk, I think that's how you pronounce it, versus Jar Stanho. I gotta go with Daniel because I think he's just, I don't know, he's had more UFC experience, and just feel like that when somebody gets into when they're in the bright lights for the first time in the UFC, there's some jitters, and I gotta go Daniel Omielanchuk on this one. Next is Norman Park and Rustam Khabilov. I gotta go with Rustam Khabilov. I think that he's just a little bit too talented for Norman Park. I think that he's capable of doing some suplexes. I know we haven't seen that from him in a while, but I think that he can still accomplish some suplexes if he gets a chance to. So I gotta go with Rustam. Next is Bradley Scott versus Krzysztof Jotko. I gotta go with Krzysztof Jotko. I think he's done a little bit better in the UFC, just had some better wins on his belt, and I feel like he can get another win tomorrow night. Next is Arnold Allen versus Yeltsin Meza. I gotta go with Arnold Allen. I think he's just a young, hungry contender prospect. He's promising. I know that he's on like a 22-year-old kid. I think he can get it done against Meza. Next is Scott Askin versus Chris Dempsey. I gotta go with Chris Dempsey. I think he might be the little bit of a bigger man in there. I think he's just, I think he may be able to hit harder, and I think Chris Dempsey will just be a little bit of a bigger man in there. Next is Davy Grant versus Marlon Vera. I have to go with Marlon Vera. I think he had a good win under his belt. When he fought last time over Roman Salazar, I think that was a good win for him. And I think that if he gets a win tomorrow night, I think he just it'd be another big victory for him, a win over Davy Grant tomorrow. So I got to go with Vera. And he had a disappointing UFC debut as well. Next is Mike Wilkinson and Makwan Amirkhani. I have to go with Makwan Amirkhani just because he's had a couple fast UFC victories. First over Andy Ogle in 8 seconds, like either 6 or 8 seconds. Next was Masio Follin, pretty quick. I think under 2 minutes, a rear naked choke. So I think that Makwan's going to take this one. Now onto the main card, we got Francisco Rivera and Brad Pickett. I gotta go with Brad Pickett. I think that he's been what a WEC and UFC veteran he's been, and he's had some great fights in his career. I think that Brad Pickett's gonna take this one, even though he's a little bit of an older fighter. Next is Tom Breese and Keita Nakamura. I gotta go with Keita Nakamura. I know Tom Breese is strong and young, but I gotta go with Keita. I think he's had some experience. Yeah, definitely. Keita Nakamura's had way more experience than Tom Breese has. Probably fighting in Japan and long before Tom Breese was around. So I gotta go with Keita. They got Gegard Mousasi versus Talos Ladies as our co-main event. This is tricky. I gotta go with Gegard Mousasi. I think that he had a disappointing loss last time against Uriah Hall. I know he got caught. I know he could have won that fight if he stayed focused. Just one mistake against Uriah Hall, you can lose. And I think Uriah could knock out any man on earth with that kind of kick. Gegard got unlucky. I think if they had a rematch, he would win. I got to take Gegard on this one. And our main event is Anderson Silva and Michael Bisping. I got to go with Michael Bisping. I just think that Anderson's time is up. I know Anderson could surprise us, but I think Michael Bisping is going to take this one. Just because he's been on a win streak. I know he's hungry. He's thinking about the title. I think this is going to be finally his time for the title. And I think he's going to take it. So that was the predictions for UFC Fight Night Saturday, February 27th. Well, tomorrow, this Saturday. Only on UFC Fight Pass. Don't miss it. Alright? See you next time. Bye.